Hello, Tony here, and today we're going to talk about navigating the winter blues. As it's coming up on the winter season, I thought I would share my top 16 tips about how to get through the winter and even make it an enjoyable experience, because it is a challenge to stay positive and upbeat and high vibrational during this time. And I know every year I have a challenge with that. So my first tip would be visualization. So while you're meditating or sitting in silence, imagine that you're in a forest or in a savanna with sun shining, or anywhere that you like. Could be with family members, anything. Notice what smells there are, notice what you see, notice what you hear, notice what you feel, notice the temperature, and as many details as you can. And you're going to put your body into that mindset of being in that place. My second tip would be getting as much sun as you can, even if it's cloudy. Being outside during around the noon hour, noon to 2, when the sun is at its highest angle, is going to be really helpful to keep your mood upbeat and bright. My next tip, a lot of these are light related, because one of the reasons we have trouble in the winter is we just lose the sun. The sun is a huge source of energy for everything and everyone. So my next tip is sitting by a window. If it's just freezing out and you don't want to go outside, sitting in a window with sun, or sitting in a window where you can at least look outside and see the sun, any of that's going to help a lot. And then we have plants and animals. So I'm a person who loves both plants and animals. I have a plant in every room. And one of the things we lose in the winter without the sunshine is life. Everything is dead outside. So by sitting by a plant, even holding a plant, or holding an animal, or sitting by an animal, you're going to get some of that life that you would feel outside. All right, my next one is to keep your home as bright as possible. I've taken down as many curtains as I can in the winter so that I can feel and see as much light as humanly possible. I try to keep everything open as much as I can to let that light in the winter. That really helps me a lot. The next one is smile, and you would think this would just be kind of a joke or an obvious one, but when we smile, we actually improve our own mood. A lot of people have said this before, but the reflection that you see in the mirror isn't going to smile until you do. So you initiate the happiness in your life. So whatever circumstance you're in, whether it's meditation or doing book work, put on a smile, see what happens. It helps me a lot. Light booth therapy. I know Midwest Massage Therapy in town has some light booths in Geneseo, but they're all over the place, all over the world. There's light booths, tanning booths even. You don't need to stay in there so long to get a tan, but you can stay in long enough to get that light therapy. But also red light therapy, blue light therapy, all kinds of different therapies can be helpful. Look in your area for where that is, and that can really make a difference. They'll tell you whether you should do it once a week or more than that. Just depends. Okay, incandescent bulbs. Well, the fluorescent bulbs and the LED bulbs have a lot of blue light in them, which is the same light that is making it difficult to sleep at night that you get from iPhones or from tablets or televisions. So instead of having fluorescents and LED lights, replace them as much as you can with incandescent bulbs. You can still get those on the internet. They're inexpensive and they still last a long time. It's totally worth it. I've replaced most of my bulbs with them, and it does help a lot. So incandescent bulbs. Next, a campfire. The sun is setting, at least in my area, at 4:30 at this point. So you have that whole time to do a campfire, and that can really help a lot too, because that's light right there, and that's natural light. Have some friends over, that helps a lot. Dance and move. Absolutely. When you're sitting in one spot for so long, that can be depressing. So get up and move, do some dancing, find a video. You don't have to be a good dancer. You don't even have to dance. You can just shake. Anything to get the body moving can help. I do that a lot in the winter. Music, very related to dance and movement. Any music that uplifts you, that brings you up, is going to be helpful. So just check that out. And I had made a video about what things to consume to help you feel better and what things won't help you feel better. So you can feel free to check that out. Earlier video I made. Television, I put not TV. Most of these are positives and not the what to avoid. But television is fine to a point. And so you want to limit your amount of television time and spend time in the real world to help yourself get out of those funky blues. Candlelight, looking into a candle while meditating, that can help a lot. That's readjusting your eyes to that light and the color spectrum. And then waking and sleeping early, because the sun is rising later and setting earlier. If you can get to bed a little bit earlier at night and wake up before sunrise, and then you can see that sunrise during the bulk of your day, you're functioning during the light, that's going to help a lot. Some of us have second shift jobs and that's not possible, but if you can at all help it, go to bed early, wake up early so you can enjoy all of that light that you possibly can during the day. Hot bath, going into water that's of that temperature is gonna, again, make you feel like you're outside on a hot summer's day, warm summer's day. So that can help a lot too. And then lastly, this helps anytime, but one of the reasons that the world, or at least the northern hemisphere, gets darker in the winter is because we're supposed to go into a rest period, and our ancestors knew that and did that. All of the species on the earth know that and do that. Plants, animals. We humans forgot how to do that, but in our culture, that can be very helpful to just rest more, sleep more. It's not a time to be maybe as productive as you would be in the summer, so take that into account. So I hope this helps, and if you have any more tips, feel free to leave them in the comments, and please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more helpful content, and peace, love, and joy.